Hi everyone, welcome to Jie Podcast. I'm Celine and that's Sarah. Today we are going to do a fun topic and that is NUS Whispers Confessions. So now NUS also branch out to SG Whispers. So we got confessions from these two places and I am very excited because I just love reading these confessions. I love them. So today's topics we specifically picked for relationships. So we're just going to jump straight into it. So
you're starting first?
Yeah, okay, let me start. Okay, this one. I have been dating my boyfriend for a while, but there are some points that I just cannot shrug off. The expectation is that a guy should be at least a head taller than his girlfriend, but this is something that can only happen in my dreams. The reason is that he is only 2 cm taller and not even 175, meaning that it feels like he is a sister/pal to me rather than an oppa. He is way too short for a guy and doesn't give me a strong sense of security. I estimate he is in the lower tier of height range, perhaps somewhere between 170 and 173 meters. Oh, cm, sorry. In fact, I would like to ask my fellow ladies who are willing to date shorter guys or even marry them, what do you see in them? Don't you regret it after a while? Or will make this an issue whenever you start quarreling? There are plenty of bigger fishes out there and I am now starting to regret it. Before you commentators start bashing me, I will be fair and point out some of his merits along with my concerns. So after this, she goes on to list a whole list of things. So first, he's pretty good looking and has a nice heart, cares for cats and dogs and feeds them. But she finds this trait less manly and somewhat gross. A real man should be more aggressive, not like a beta sissy that plays with small animals.
Okay.
He often buys lunch. So second one, he often buys lunch from me and brings it to the secondary school where I am teaching. However, sometimes kaypoh students will come and ask me, "Cher, your boyfriend legit? Why so short one?" Not surprising since even my female students are taller than him. It's ridiculously embarrassing. I even told my boyfriend not to bring lunch to me, but he doesn't get my point. He will just say, if we are truly in love, we shouldn't care what others say. And she says, yeah, right, you're not the teacher. Third one, he will offer to carry plastic bags whenever we go shopping. The problem is his legs are short, so his hands are like in close proximity to the ground, resulting in some long plastic bags being dragged, even though I understand he doesn't mean it. This is pretty unsightly. And fourth, he's a mathematician and I remember once he drew me a heart using math equations. This seems so romantic to others but lame in my eyes. If he's sincere, he would have drawn the heart by hand, not indulge in this kind of boring stuff. After all, how can all this math help him in his future prospect? I knew a few friends already earning big bucks without knowledge of math. I do not wish to elaborate any further because for every merit I can think of, it is diluted by negative aspects. They can't even offset his midget stature. Unfortunately, all the good quality tall guys are already taken by the short girls. Otherwise, I would have ended this relationship earlier. I do not want my female besties to find out that I broke up, so I will just bear with it for a while. My message to my fellow sisters out there who are currently attached to shorter guys, it is never too late to back out. Think of your future.
It feels like a fake post.
You think it's a fake post?
Yeah. Okay, but we just assume that it's real, okay?
Okay,
Okay, we need to put it out there first. I don't know what confessions Celine was going to read out. Neither does she know like what confessions I'm going to read out. So we wanted fresh reactions.
I don't know if this... Okay, the thing is I'm pretty sure there are troll posts out there, but I don't know. This to me, right, I can't really tell. I'm not very good at telling whether posts are troll or not. But then this one to me, it seems like something that people would genuinely say. Like girls would genuinely say.
So she's slightly taller than him, right?
She didn't mention that she's taller than him.
She just said got 1 or 2 cm difference or something like that, is it?
Yeah. She didn't say that she's taller, but there's just a very, very slight difference. And that he is 1.7. You know the average height in Singapore, right? I went to Google, it's only 1.73. Which is actually like...
The thing is, okay, I'm 1.65, but when I know when I carry the plastic bag, it doesn't touch the floor. So I do not understand what she was talking about. Why would she date him in the first place?
Yeah,
like, if height was her issue, like I know she broke up with him in the end, but Why did she even date him in the first place?
I just have so many issues with this. Like first of all, I think the what he often shows cares for the dogs and cats, but I find this trait less manly and somewhat gross. Like,
She likes toxic masculinity.
no, I feel like this woman, right? This woman seems to have some kind of very insecure. You know, like for guys, when every time I don't know whether I've said this before on the podcast, but like when they have small dick energy, you know, it's like they need to compensate for something. And this woman seems to have this type of like this same kind of energy. Because it's like, why are you first of all so concerned about like really? Why are you so concerned about what other people think, right? Like. At first of 1.73 or 1.7 to 1.7 is first of all it's not even that short. Yeah, it's not even that short. So I don't understand what she's going on of. I mean, everything she says.
Good lah, they break up lah. Huh?
Yeah, it's good that she break up lah. She's just a piece of trash. Like I don't even
just
get
stay
like.
single.
Yeah, it's like some people doing nice things. Also, she's like, oh yeah, finding fault with him for everything he does. Like I just don't get it.
Just stay single. Don't ruin people's life. This my advice.
My advice is if you cannot get over the looks, right? And I think looks. The thing is, once you look at them, you know whether you like their look or not already. Well, if you cannot get over it, then why do you even start? And then later go and say all these type of things.
Yeah, good. The man is free. It's a good thing for him. I don't think he lost. Like he earned by breaking up with her.
If I were the boyfriend, right, I would go on Instagram and then screenshot this and then I would just like repost it on my Instagram and be like, this is the person I was dating. Like, just horrible. Okay, so you want to read one?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a special. It's not a recent confession. It's 2 years ago, but I cannot forget this confession. Like, okay, so I'll read it out. One day, I found an absolutely perfect guy, flawless and handsome on Tinder, and hence we went out on a date at Genki Sushi. We ordered our food and waited for the sushi to come, daintily chatting and finding out more about each other. When the sushi train arrived, we collected the sushi and I pressed the button, sending the train back. Afterwards, he abruptly stood up and left me alone at the place. I was completely flabbergasted and confused, asking him for the reason for his sudden departure on the day. He replied, "You did not say bye-bye to the sushi train." Can I have any advice on how to improve my dating skills? I honestly have no idea what I did wrong.
This
you know why I can remember this? No, but you know why I can remember this confession after 2 years, right?
Why?
It's so funny. Like he just left because he said bye bye to the sushi train. No, he had a lot of shares. No,
but is it not a troll post?
I don't know, but it's funny.
What kind of ridiculous thing is that to say?
I didn't expect you to have like any advice. It's just for laughs.
I'm not going to advise. I was like, what kind of person is this? My God.
But he's handsome. They match each other. The first and the second.
Yeah. They should date each other. They need to meet up and have a talk. Okay, the next one I have here. The title is Suddenly I Am a Third Party. After dating for 2 years, I realized my partner actually have a wife and a son. He claims he is divorced. Okay, I'm just reading exactly what I'm reading. So if the grammar is wrong, it's not because my English is bad. Okay, so he claims he is divorced. After one day I was Insta hopping, I saw his wife's Instagram, clicked in and saw they are husband and wife still. Okay, let me just... Okay. I made a fuss wanting to leave, but I love him a lot and eventually gave in and started sharing the other people's husband. I don't know what I can do. Sometimes I see their photo and what his wife posts, which is his wife has a public profile. And of course, my partner does spend quality time with me. I feel at loss as I know this won't last forever. Eventually, I am the hidden one. I know I should not destroy other people's relationship, but I'm already into it. So, let me tell you, okay? Last time when I was in counseling class, this, okay, was a very, very common topic, problem, issue that was brought up. That a lot of women who are the mistress, like the xiao san, right? They don't know that they are the mistress. And when they find out down the road, they are so in love with this guy that they find it very, very difficult to leave. So it's actually much more common problem than you think. So of course, I feel very sad for the woman because you waste your time, and I feel like this is very damaging to your perception of future relationships. It's like you put so much trust and energy. So I don't know. Obviously, I don't know if this post is real, but like it is a real problem. You put so much trust and effort into this, and just to find out that he's married. Please, people, go to the ROM website and check if your partner is married.
Really? You can do that?
Yeah, apparently you can.
Oh my god, okay.
I need to
Okay.
I remember okay, I need to verify this, but I remember you can, because I remember I went to the ROM website just to take a look also, because I've heard of this before. Like, and when people are saying, right, I am in the process of getting divorced, just don't go near them. Don't go near them. Wait until the divorce papers are in front of you, or you know what? If you're in the process of getting divorced, wait until you see. You at least like, I don't know how you can confirm that somebody is not married, because so many people, right, that we read, they get just dragged along with like this man, like he says like, oh yeah, I'm going to divorce, and then he's like, my son taking PSLE, wait until next year, then next year my daughter taking O level, wait until next year, and then blah 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 blah, and then before you know it, he's like, my wife
This thing you.
yeah, please.
If you are the mistress, will you tell the wife? Not because you want the guy, but just tell
Out of
the
spite.
just to let her know. Yeah, not out of spite. Like, just tell her that her husband is cheating on her. I mean, it could be out of anything, but will you let her know?
That's a good question. I think I would not.
I think I will. I'm a very vengeful person.
Okay lah. To be honest, I will lah. I'm very confrontational. I will message.
No,
and
I
I'll
feel
be
like she deserves to know.
Yeah. As in like
if it happens to me, you better tell me.
Yeah, I don't mean like I will confront the wife, and I mean like want to scold her, but I mean like I'm not afraid of
I'll tell her,
telling her.
yeah.
That your husband is doing this. Whether you want to leave him or not is up to you. But just to let you know, he's a jerk, like something like that. But please lah, if you know he's married, just leave him alone. Like, what do you mean? You feel I feel at loss because I know this won't last forever. Like, yeah, if you already know that this won't last forever, just leave him alone. Why do you want to be with this type of man anyway? Don't you feel like when people do this type of very jerky things to you, like your attraction to them just
I'll lose the attraction for them.
exactly? No, I don't understand. Why is it like they do such things and then you're still like, oh, this is the one for me. Leave them alone.
It's too late for him to divorce. It will never happen.
Even if it happened, he will do it to you. Okay, he will do it to you.
No, even if the divorce will happen, right, it'll probably come from the wife.
Yeah, and there's no guarantee that he will want to marry you afterwards. He may be divorced.
Just break up.
Yeah, and he will be free, and then he will be the village penis. So, move on.
Break up.
Okay, next story.
Okay. So me and two other girlfriends decided to shave our head for a charity event. I was quite scared at first since I never shaved my head before, not even a short haircut when I was young. But the encouragement from my families and friends eased my anxiety, and I truly feel it is a worthy cause. My mom is especially supportive as she had shaved her head in the same charity event quite a few years back. Now the problem here is my boyfriend for over a year now is not supportive of it. In fact, he objected to it. So far, he is the only person that dissuaded me and tried to reason me out of it. He keeps asking how by shaving my hair can help cancer patients, and that my hair is so long it would take years to grow back. Well, honestly, my hair is not that long and barely reach my bra line, and I assured him I will shave just once and start growing it. it will be long again in a year time. My other two girlfriends' boyfriend didn't have issue with them shaving their head either. We oh my god, the grammar. We gets into heated discussion on this topic quite a few times, and it always ended with him staying silent and the conversation ended. So I made up my mind to go ahead with the shift next week, and he's going to get a botak girlfriend whether he likes it or not. Well, I know it's my hair, right? But then deep inside I felt a tiny bit of uneasiness going against his wish, and really hope that he can be supportive like the others. I feel this post because my hair is ruined. That's why I wanted to. I wanted to. Do you? I don't know. I cannot see where the guy is coming from.
I can see where the guy is coming from.
It doesn't sound like he will break up with her because of it.
Yeah, I mean like
He just sounds like he's not very happy, but I don't think he will break up with her because of it.
yeah, I mean like I feel like in certain cases, right, your partner, if he doesn't like it, he just doesn't like it, and then you cannot force him to be supportive of things that he doesn't like either. So my point is, you can do what you like, but then don't force other people to agree with what you're doing. So if you already know he doesn't like that you're going to shave your head, don't keep pestering him to support you. That's what I feel. You know what I mean?
She's going to go ahead.
Yeah.
She's
No, but
going
the
to
post
shave.
is at the end. She was saying that she hopes that he will be supportive in the end. And my point is, if he doesn't like it, he just doesn't like it, lor. It's like you can go and do what you want, but then if he doesn't like it, then you just accept that he doesn't like it, and he's not going to be happy about it. So if you can live with that, and then live with that, you don't be upset that people are not supporting you. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, this is
Yes.
good advice.
So, okay, this one is a very interesting one, and I really want to know your opinion on this. The title is My Hubby Wants to Seek for Sexual Services. So, my hubby and I are both 33 years old. We are blessed with a son 2 years ago. Since then, my sex drive has gone down to almost non-existent. Even the thought of sex makes me want to throw up, probably due to pregnancy after effect. So we have a kind of sexless marriage in the last 2 years. Apart from that, things are great and we are happy with our son and family life. However, recently my hubby seems to get more and more frustrated about this. He keeps trying to initiate even though I've made it clear that it wouldn't work. Last week, he even asked me to allow him to seek for sexual services every once in a while until I feel comfortable with sex again, and that he still loved me but couldn't resist longer. Needless to say, I was shocked and couldn't believe that such words can come out from my hubby. I don't understand what kind of love and caring he has that. Okay, let me read again. I don't understand what kind of love and caring he has that makes him think it's okay to be in bed with someone else for whatever reason. He was pleasuring himself just fine in the last 2 years, but eventually gave up to animal instincts without thinking about my conditions, which made me really disappointed. Now that I am more calm, I decided that I still want to keep this marriage as I still love him and I want my son to have a happy family. Though it might be a little late, I will try to bring my hubby to see a doctor and maybe do yoga or meditation with him to suspend his sexual drive. I hope that things will work out for us. Ladies, please be more careful with your partners. They can be nice, loyal and lovely, but inside them there is still this animal that is always ready to break free. Don't grow it, control it early. Don't be like me. What do you
Actually, I
think
can
of this?
understand where she's coming from. Like, I don't understand people who cannot control their desires.
I'm going to be 180 opposite from you, and I'm going to say that she is crazy.
Really?
I
Okay, but I know you can divorce because of this.
I totally disagree with what she's saying. First of all, right, the last part she said, I want to bring him to see a doctor, maybe do yoga or meditation with him to suspend his sexual drive. I was like, when I was reading this, I was like, wait. So I was reading the comments, right? Was he a dog? Like what do you want to do? You want to go and like... So the comments, one of them was like, is he a dog? You want to go and neuter him? Like, why would you
Yoga.
do yoga to suspend his... I don't understand. I just don't understand. Okay, but after reading...
Okay, but aside from that, because aside from that, what are your thoughts?
Okay, so I was seriously considering this, right? And I think that if you are very unwilling to have sex with your partner, you should let them have sex with other people. And that's my very personal, like, I feel very strongly about this, because I feel like, first of all, if you don't feel like sex is important, right? Why are you like so offended that he want to do it with other people? You know what I mean? Because, okay, if let's say it was important to you, and then you know, like, if let's say it's very important to you to maintain this intimacy between your relationship, then I still can understand, because you're doing it, right? But if you don't want to do, and you're not even like she says, because maybe she's pregnant, after pregnancy, you know, whatever it is, she doesn't want to seek help. She wants to go and get her husband neutered or whatever. She doesn't want to seek help. She doesn't want to, you know, like even
Okay,
try.
I see where you're coming from. Really.
Yeah, then if it's not important to you, then why does it matter so much to you that he's doing it with someone else?
Okay.
So to me, I feel, right, nobody signs up for sexless marriage, lah. Okay, you go into your marriage, most people thinking that you have a lifetime sex, and I'm not saying that you need to have, you need to like force to have sex as often as your partner wants. Like if your partner wants to have sex like 2-3 times a week, if that is not comfortable for you, then you should like arrange. But it needs to be something that both people are okay with. 2 years of not having sex, and from what she's saying here, right, for the foreseeable future, she is not planning to have sex. She's not planning to go through any kind of changes to maybe make herself want to have sex. I mean, I feel like it's a very unfair.
Okay, like if she want him to go for yoga, then she should go for yoga as well.
Yeah, no, I feel like, why can't she go for, I mean, okay, like, I don't know whether she has tried or what, but from what the post says, she doesn't seem to want to change her current condition. Yeah, but what do you think about it?
Yeah, I don't understand why he sees the need to do it. I told you, I don't understand people who cannot control their desires. So I feel like I can live in this kind of marriage. But so I really don't understand why he put out that request. But okay lah, but the part about the yoga was a little bit too much lah.
So you think next time you can stay in a very sexless marriage?
Yes.
For me, I would never, like, I don't think I would ever be able to stay in this kind of marriage. If my husband was so selfish, right, honestly, I would. I think like with sex, right, a lot of times if people keep rejecting you, you feel very unattractive also. I think he can control his sexual desires, as in, like, if they reach a compromise number of times, or like, you know, on when to do it. But to just be like, no, I don't want to change, you go for like yoga to bring your sex, right? She won't even want to bring him to the doctor. What does he want to do? Give him pills? Like what does she want to do? I don't understand. So yeah, I just feel like this is pills. Very wrong. Yeah.
No, but I don't know, like, I feel like she didn't choose for this to happen. Like, after, she didn't choose to be like, not have the desire anymore after getting pregnant. So I don't think it's entirely her fault also.
I think I definitely don't think it's her fault on her. I don't think it's her fault that she doesn't feel horny, but like, I think that how she's choosing to deal with the situation now. I feel if he is very open and already trying so hard to communicate with her that you know, these are his needs, and I mean, for the past 2 years, from what she say, he's already trying very hard to be open, trying to initiate everything, and she's just been shooting him down. Like, you know, it's something like you got no other choice. I don't know, but I know the correct answer. The correct answer is that he should just suck it up and live with it. But life is very, very long, especially if you are only 33 years old. Life is you have a long life ahead, and I don't think that you can live the next 70. Okay, 33 maybe, even if you pass away at 80, that's another 50 years of you using your hand, and no thank you. Okay.
Okay, my turn. I got a confession that is also like the kind of topic. Let me find. Mhm. My girlfriend and I have been together for nearly 5 months. She is a sweet-looking girl, always cheerful and a little on the plump side, but with a body most guys will die for. All of my peers are surprised that she's dating me because I'm an average-looking guy and I'm fat. I asked her once what she saw in me. She said it's because I look silly. I feel blessed being with her. However, she's very outgoing and always makes the first move, which makes me uncomfortable at times as I'm more of an introvert. When no one is around, she will hug me from the back or touch my back. Sometimes she will initiate a kiss when we are in the lift or in my car. Things started to get even more touchy recently. Whenever I send her home, she'll want to park at the multi-story car park so that we can do some heavy petting before she leaves. I guess this might be what most couples do, but I am also afraid that others will see us. As time went by, I found it increasingly uncomfortable to do such stuff in public areas. One day when I tried to decline her advances, she insisted and I put her hand up and shouted, "Stop it." She was shocked and cried. She didn't want to see me for the next few days, and when I called, she would tell me she's busy with work. Honestly, I'm at a loss. I must have hurt her badly, but I'm not sure what to do.
Yeah. I think the first thing is if the guy don't want, then just don't do lah. Okay, so consent is very important. If he doesn't want, don't force him to do it. That's the first thing. I don't know. I think this type people not compatible, right? If you're not like compatible in that aspect, just break up lah. And no, I don't understand what the first
we
part of the
cannot be advising breakup for all of them.
No, I don't understand what the first part of the post have to do with the last part of the post. What do you mean? Like my friends don't understand she's dating me because I'm fat. Then the last part is that that he doesn't want to be intimate. Like where's the link?
The first time I read it, it felt like it was because he thinks that he's not attractive. So when she do this kind of thing, he doesn't feel confident.
No, but I feel for these people, right? You have no
Don't say break up.
choice. Okay. If I were to say like don't say break up. Okay, I give like a more less extreme answer. I mean, if I'm the girl, I will ask lah, like, you know, why are you so uncomfortable? Like, we're dating for so long already. Why are you so uncomfortable? Okay, don't say like heavy petting, okay? Maybe heavy petting, he is like religious or whatever, we don't know. But
Actually, I feel like he's uncomfortable that it's happening in public,
oh, okay.
right?
I cannot tell because he said that even hugging he also don't like. That's why I would, as a girl, the girl I would ask, like, why is it you are not even comfortable hugging or like kissing? Like
Maybe he will match with the previous confession.
he matched with the wife, right? Both don't like to touch each other. Then they sleep also. They're like, no, yeah, but I think like you need to. She should ask like why does it make it so uncomfortable? And I don't understand this. I don't think he knows what an introvert is, because an introvert doesn't mean that you don't like hugging. So there's a lot of information in this post that is thrown there, right? That I don't understand how it links to each other. So he said he's an introvert, so he don't like it. She feel very like he don't like it when she's touching his back.
Actually, I remember reading the comments. Then they were like, I think they were like all towards the girl side. Like they say by him shouting at her that to stop it, right? Then he must have hurt her feelings, that kind of thing.
No lah, that one. I mean, if you really don't want people to touch you, then you shouldn't touch people lah. But why do you care after that whether you hurt her feelings? I mean, if you tell her nicely not to do it and then she still continue, then you shout at them but it's like that one mah. What else are you going to do?
But I don't know. I feel like the comments were supporting her. I didn't like that.
Yeah, I feel like that's very double standard.
I think I feel like if it was like reverse, then they will say quite mean stuff about the guy.
Yeah, I don't think she should have done that, but I also think that they are just very incompatible. And so clearly this guy, I mean, he doesn't like to have physical touch, and I don't know, I feel like that's a deal breaker for a lot of people. So I don't know, he needs to find, I think these people who generally don't like any form of physical contact, right, they need to find people who are the same level as them. I think cause like this physical touch thing, right, to a lot of people, if you don't even like want to hold your girlfriend, boyfriend, or you don't want to hug them or whatever, it's just it's a very personal attack. So find somebody who is compatible in that way. So that's why I say my advice is just break up.
Break up. You can't be doing that for all of the confessions. I'm trying not to say that word.
Oh, okay. I'll try from now on. I try not to throw it out there so quickly. Okay, the next one we have here.
Okay.
Title is matched on CMB also matched with my friend. Okay, so I matched with this guy on CMB and I thought he's a nice guy. Not exactly handsome, but he can really keep the conversation going, and we also share many hobbies. We have been messaging each other for 2 weeks now, and I was waiting for him to ask me out. I shared his pics with my best friend, and coincidentally she told me that they just matched on 2 days ago. That meant he was still using CMB after he knew me. To test if this guy is serious about me, I asked her to message the guy, hoping he wouldn't reply. To my horror, he not only replied her, but used the same pickup lines on her that he used on me. I then asked my friend to ask him out as the final test. He immediately agreed to a movie date. I then asked her to block him, which she did. I am heartbroken. How can he flirt with me for 2 weeks, then accept a date from another girl? Worst thing is, that's my friend. I know I should. It says here, I know I should feel this way, but I think she meant I know I shouldn't feel this way, but I feel very jealous. He was willing to go out on a date with my friend on the day that they started talking. How easy is that? I feel so betrayed by the guy. Should I block him too or ask him out and not show up to waste his time?
Just move on. Wait, it's only been 2 weeks.
That's my thing. So I was reading, right? Then I was like,
they're not even exclusively dating.
You are possessive. How can you like? I don't understand. I actually don't understand. Right? This person. Why is she upset with the guy?
Okay, I think this is where the exclusively dating thing comes in. Like, I can see where it fits now.
Now you know what's the purpose of this. Yeah.
It's only been 2 weeks, and at least I don't know why she's jealous. She asked her friend to do all those for her.
Yeah, I think right. This person here doesn't understand the idea of what.
Crazy.
Oh, yeah. This person here doesn't understand the idea of online dating at all. If not, she wouldn't be saying such things, right? I mean, like, isn't this normal?
She's free to talk to other people as well.
Yeah, you see, this. I think some people, right? They cannot be they shouldn't be on online dating because they cannot like draw the boundary very clearly. Then they feel very possessive after 2 weeks.
Stay single. Your life will be much simpler. You don't have to go through all these kind of emotions.
That is not the correct advice.
You will have a lot of peace.
There's no need to feel that way lah. And I think you can still, if you want to still try and get with this guy, you can. I mean, he hasn't done anything wrong, and you know,
I don't think he did anything wrong.
yeah. So definitely don't waste his time. But I think if you want to try going on a date with him, and then after that, make it clear that you are looking for exclusive relationships. And if he agreed to your exclusive relationship and he flirt with your friend afterwards, then there's something to be upset about. But
at this point, just go and find other people.
Yeah, at this point, he's not doing anything wrong. So just, live and let live. If you want to go with him, you really like him, just go for it.
Why not just set him free?
Yeah, this woman sounds a bit possessive. Don't be so possessive. Don't be so possessive for people you don't know. Your life will be much easier also. Okay.
Oh my god. Okay. I also have a dating app one.
Okay.
How many of you guys have given up on dating apps completely? or hell, I even say love. Tried dating apps 3 years ago, got hardly any matches. Changed myself over the last 3 years and the results are still the same. I wonder if only 8 to 10 out of 10 good looking men are the ones who are having success on dating apps, while the rest struggles. I'm genuinely very frustrated with the lack of success. Makes me feel like I shouldn't even bother trying anymore.
I just want to say this out there, that there are men who are a solid 1 out of 10 in terms of personality and looks, and they still find wives, okay? So don't be disheartened. It's probably it's not only 8 out of 10 men. And yeah, very rarely I don't like to judge people based on their looks, but
But he's
people
using a
tend to
dating
be,
app.
huh?
People will judge you based on your looks.
No. I
on
was
dating app.
just trying to say that when I say men are 1 out of 10 looks, it's because their personality is so horrible that they look very ugly to me, and objectively they don't look good. If not, I would have given them at least a 3. Okay, but so my point is
Yeah, actually, now I think about it, I know of like 1 out of 10 who can find girlfriend.
yeah, with shitty personality. So
The problem is not you, it's life. You're just unlucky.
I feel right. You know, if you watch Big Bang Theory, you know this Raj, right? He couldn't find a girlfriend even though he's like smart and from a rich family, blah 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 blah, all that kind of things. Sometimes it's just some things that you do that maybe a lot of girls find it off-putting. Okay, and it may be just character, not even a character flaw. It may just be something like a habit. So, for example, some people. Okay.
I mean, like the short guy lah, the very first guy, he also like didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah. But no, sometimes it's maybe like for example, this is just out of habit, right? That some people like to bite their nails in public. No, bite their nails when they're nervous. So, I mean, it is a dirty habit lah. But you know, it's just sometimes you don't even realize that some of the things that you do can come off as a bit off-putting and can make an impression. So if I were you, I would ask my female friends like, why?
Or you can embrace the single life.
Yeah. Are you going to share your personal experience embracing the single life?
I feel like I was forced into it. And I'm just enjoying it now.
You said you given up on love 2 years ago.
Yeah, precisely. So like I was like forced into it. Not forced lah. Yeah. Just embrace the single life.
Yeah, that's Sarah's good advice. Okay.
Yeah.
So this next one, it says, I am so lost. Okay. Any kind soul willing to advise this dummy who has their heart broken over a love that didn't exist. For context, his parents love me and my parents love him. He sends me I love you messages, calls me like what a boyfriend would call a girlfriend. We have even kissed before. One day, I finally mustered the courage to confess to him. He told me that the next we can go is siblings love and nothing more than that. The reason why we can't date is because I have depression and he's scared that he can't help me out of it. If I could, I would end my friendship with him, but it will hurt me too much, especially since I'm already depressed. I rely on him way too much. I really cannot accept that he kissed me and still wants to remain friends, knowing full well that I am still in love with him. To me, it felt more like a breakup between a real relationship. To me, it felt more like a breakup between a real relationship than one that never... Okay, whatever. Let's just ignore the last line. What do you think of this?
Trash.
I agree. This man is trash. I don't understand.
Run.
Why. Yeah. What's this guy trying to do? I'm very...
I feel a lot of people do that. Don't you feel that a lot of guys do like to do this kind of thing? And
No,
give you
I don't
a lot
know.
of signs. Okay. And they give you a lot of weird signs. Then you think that they like you, but then no, actually they don't. I have no idea. I really have no idea what they're trying to do, which is fine. You don't have to know what he's trying to do. But if he displays this kind of behavior, run.
No,
But I see where she's coming from. I get why she's very upset. Because
Of
he wouldn't like
course.
kiss her.
Why would you hook someone for so long and then say like, oh, we are siblings love? Do kiss your sister on the lips and like what are you doing?
You know what's the worst thing? He knew she had depression and he still wanted to play this kind of mind games on her.
Some people need
Trash.
to go to jail and sit, you know. Some people really need to go jail and
No,
sit.
no, some people need to stay single.
You say I cannot say people should break up, but then everything people say they should just stay single. But to this
Don't you
girl,
feel like breakup and single is the solution to a lot of problems?
okay lah, I think cause the ones we pick today are a bit more extreme. So yeah, I think for most of the ones that we pick, for most of the ones that we pick, the solution is to break up or stay single. But I think in this case, right, for the girl, I hope that you realize that I think she realized that he's trash. She says here it would hurt me too much, especially since you're already depressed and rely on him way too much. So I feel like the only way that this person, not the only way, but one of the big things that this person probably knows to do is to go and seek out professional help for your depression. And also, I think you need to realize that the longer that you cling on to him, right, the worse it's going to hurt. Because this person, right, from what he's doing now, you can tell that this guy is a big flirt. And he gets high or he gets hard over getting girls to fall in love with him. Because there's no other reason why you would do this. I mean, apart from, you know, you just boosting your own ego. What? So, you know, this type of people, right, in future, they have, if he falls in love with someone else or he finds someone else, he has no qualms showing it in front of you. And at the end of the day, that would be much, much worse. So, even if it's hard as much as possible, that's really the only solution.
If any of the guys are like that, please stay away from me.
I think especially right as we are older, I think in like when you're younger, then you play this type of games, right? You're still okay. But then when we're at this age now, right? If you still play this type of games, I will be just like, don't waste my time. Don't make me smack you.
Okay. Stay where you are. Don't find me.
Yeah, okay. Do you have any more?
You want to talk about SAF or not?
Oh, that's an interesting one.
Okay, I read, okay. My boyfriend, 27, whom I, 25, met in university, keeps asking me to join SAF volunteers so that we can have the same shared experience and claims that girls should also go NS for gender equality in the relationship. He also thinks that if we had a daughter, he would send her to NPCC or NCC and to army. For volunteers, the camp is around 2 weeks long with a 2 to 3 years commitment, if I remember correctly, but I don't even want to go. When I said no and snapped at him because he asked a few times already, he would say okay, then hold the grudge. He wouldn't say that it's because of this issue, but he would give me cold shoulder for a few days to a week. He's generally a good guy, but this issue pisses me off. I don't think it's a deal breaker for me yet, but I also don't know how to move forward our relationship if he keeps harping on this issue. What should I do? I know you have been holding it in. Like I saw your face when I was reading it. Like you have been holding it.
Break up.
No, but she said it's not a deal breaker for her yet.
Okay. You know, these people, they are so interesting because first of all, I really want to know, like, why does he want her? Why is he so hung up on her going for NS? That is crazy.
He wants so that he can have the same shared experience and for gender equality in the relationship.
Okay, I think very funny. That day my friend was just telling me about what about this NS girl should do NS also, you know, like for gender equality and whatever. So I think for people who are not from Singapore, right, like we have national service, so the boys have to go to the army for 2 years, which is a long time. Okay. I just based
You know,
on the
this-
experience of the guys in my life, none of them really enjoyed NS.
Yeah, they are forced to go. Like none of them say that I love army. I sign it up for it.
My boyfriend, right, like he didn't enjoy it. And he said like, he suffer lah, blah, 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 which is a very common complaint for a lot of boys. So basically, he want me to suffer so that he feel that we have
He
both
want you to
suffered lah.
volunteer. He
So
want
we
you to
both suffer,
volunteer
then
to
he
suffer.
happy. Yeah, like is that what he wants?
I
think
think so.
that was
Yeah, it
my
sounds like
biggest
that.
my biggest like trip up with this question is that it sounds like he also, because he suffered, so he also want me to suffer.
Yeah, I agree.
And I cannot agree with that.
No, I feel like if you do this kind of thing, right, you don't actually like me. It's like if I like you and I know it wasn't a pleasant experience, I wouldn't want it to happen to you.
Exactly. I mean, like, you tell you.
Sometimes you don't even wish on these kind of things on your enemies.
I wish these type of things on my enemies, but I wouldn't wish it on somebody I love. Like, I just think of next time if I have a son, I would really feel very, very sad that my son has to go for NS. Honestly, I would feel that I would be that kind of parent, be like, have to suffer. Yeah, so I wouldn't wish it on people that I care about. Why would I want that? And this to him, it affects him to a point that he gives a cold shoulder. Yeah, like no,
Break
I
up.
don't understand.
No, if that is that important to him, he should find girls who actually already like volunteered for NS.
Yeah, there are plenty of girls who are willing to do. I have one friend who asked me to do it. And I said, absolutely not.
But he should go and find this kind. If that is his type, and if that is such a big issue for him.
Yeah, why must you have a shared experience? This type of shared experience, like, can't your shared experience be like going to Morocco together or something? Why must your shared experience be NS? I don't understand. Some of these men
No, he said he will send if he also thinks that if we had a daughter, he would send her to NPCC or NCC and to
my
army.
God,
You do not get to force my daughter to do things that she doesn't want to do.
So, okay, you remind me of something. Okay, so right, when I was in secondary school, my dad was from NPCC. So I know how this story's going. He didn't force me to join, but because for our CCA selection, right, you had to put down one uniform group. So he kept saying like, oh, NPCC very good, he had such a good time, he enjoyed like all the activities, blah blah blah. But he hyped it up so much, I ended up putting NPCC as I think it was like my second choice or something like that.
Did he really enjoy it?
He did.
Yeah, okay, then I get why he's like trying to hype it up and ask you to join, but he wants a daughter to join for gender equality.
No, let me tell you what happened after I joined, okay? I only survived in that CCA for 4 months, and I remember very, very clearly that when they were bringing us around and showing us how to tie ropes on a tent, okay, just to make it clear, right? We live in Singapore, okay? We live in a concrete jungle, okay? We live in a city. They were tying the ropes and then they were saying that, oh, this is a very useful skill because one day if you are, stuck in the jungle or something, then at least you know how to tie the ropes. And I was like, when the fuck will I be stuck in the jungle to tie ropes? And then people like, like the I remember was
No,
like
if I'm
guide
stuck
or
in the
girls-
jungle, I wouldn't have any ropes to tie. Trust me.
Yeah. Then there was this
Like, you taught me to hunt for animals, I still get it. But
No, but okay. To be honest, I hated my experience there. I'm not cut out for UG. Just totally not cut out. I didn't have any part of it that I enjoyed. Didn't enjoy collecting badges. Didn't enjoy learning how to tie rope. Didn't enjoy being shouted at, change uniform,
yeah,
blah, 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 blah.
I was from UG also. Right?
You were? Which one?
Band
Ben is a UG.
military band. So got all the marching one. It was a
Yeah. So, if my husband, by the way, my future husband was also from MPCC. If my husband forced our children to go into UG, right, I would look at him and be like, are you sadistic?
Are you asking for a divorce? Is this an indirect way of asking me for a divorce?
Oh my god. Wow, there's so many crazy men out there. It's so weird. I think, okay, I mean, like, I feel like,
No, I wouldn't want my daughter to join a military band based on the experience that I had. So I don't understand.
yeah, it's like if I had to do something hard, why would I want somebody I love to do that? Like these people, I don't understand, you know. I mean, okay, fine. If I think about like on a wider scope of gender equality and men wanting girls to join the army for gender equality as a general thing, right? I still can understand, like, yeah, fine, okay, because they, you know, for them, you know, they put back 2 years, blah 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 blah. But then for your girlfriend, do you want her to suffer because you suffered? I think you don't really like her, and I think you should set her free. So
Break up.
okay, now we have, this is our last one for today, and okay, title is it common for women to change after marriage?
Yes.
So, got to meet up with my bros for drinks after lifting of restrictions. During the session, I noticed that there is a similar pattern amongst the married guys. Their wives somehow aren't as interested in sex after childbirth and tend to nag more often and hinder their careers. This makes me think twice about proposing to my girlfriend, as I often hear that your other half will change or reveal their true nature once the deal is sealed. Is it common among SG girls, Singaporean girls, to do that?
Do you know why I'm single? Because SG guys ask this kind of question and post this kind of confession.
Many layers to unpack here, okay? So I'll just start from the bottom. Is it common for Singaporean girls to do that? And I tell you, okay, this is a universal thing, okay? It's not a Singaporean girl thing. It is a universal thing. And you know why a lot of wives change after they get married? It's because
the husband changed.
Yeah, it's because they move in with the husband, because they don't live together before marriage, and then after that, when they live together after marriage, they realize just how useless their husbands are. Can't pick up their own stuff, nagging. Can't do the chores, you know. Like the other, we should have put some of the type of confessions here, but there are a lot of confessions. The husbands, when the children, oh my god, I remember one of the confession. I should have found and put it here. When they have children, the husbands are, you know, the woman is taking care of the kid. The husband can be playing on the handphone, going out with friends for drinks until like the wee hours of the morning, you know, expecting the wife to look after the house or after the children, cook their food. So if you're wondering why your wife changed after marriage, you need to take a good look in the mirror and ask yourself, why didn't I change after I got more responsibilities? Okay? That is the question. That is the real question. There was one TikTok that I watched right recently, and this new mother, she was she was just ranting on TikTok. So one of the things she said that it really broke her heart that after their child was born, she felt like her husband's life didn't change at all. You know? Mm-hmm. So everything, right? From
I thought this is like very, very common. Like usually after there's a kid, the woman's life will change more, no?
Yeah, the woman's life will change more, but the husband's life didn't change at all. I think, and okay lah, I mean, based on personal stories, I know a lot of my friends' parents who are like that. You know, they're just so concerned about their own enjoyment and doing things at their own time. Everything they are just throwing to their wife to do, and they wonder why their wife changed. I think it's so unfair and so unrealistic to expect first of all, expect your wife not to change. You know, when you start living together, your dynamic is going to change. So you have to change. And
you will definitely change, like you will grow and you'll grow old and everything.
Yeah. So if it makes you think twice about proposing to my girlfriend,
set her free.
Set her free. Yeah, I mean, you enter into marriage, right? You enter into marriage is that you're going to grow with each other for the rest of your life. That whatever challenges that come along the way, you're going to face it together as a couple. You're not going to continue enjoying your life while your wife is out there trying to fight for everything and trying to keep everything smooth for your life. So that is not how it is supposed to work. So the second line is here. Their wife somehow aren't as interested in sex after childbirth. Like, okay, yeah, people are busy with their children. So unless she's not having sex with you for 2 years, I mean, like just figure it out. They're not. They won't be as interested.
No, but let's say if I have a kid, then the guy still like his life didn't change at all. I also don't feel like doing it with him.
Yeah,
You get what I mean?
exactly. No, you will be so pissed off. And then it says here, they tend to nag more often. So okay, this one, they tend to nag more often. Ask your bros. What are they nagging about? Are they nagging for you to look after your child? Are they nagging for you to, do basic things around the house? If they are nagging for you to do basic things around the house, then you need to take a good look at your bros and ask them like, what the hell are you doing, bro? I don't know.
If you're this pattern, don't come and find me.
Yeah, you're this pattern and then all your friends this type of pattern one break up lah. Got no other thing to say. Makes you think. It's good here that he said it makes him think twice about proposing to his girlfriend. Because I think like if you don't have this type of awareness, just really think through about what you are expecting of your girlfriend and what kind of character your bros are before you judge their wives.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So that is all. That's our last confession for today. And I really enjoy looking at all these type of confessions. Did you?
We should explore other types of confessions. Because I don't want all our advice to be break up.
Okay, no. I think NUS Whispers is very interesting because they have confessions, all kinds of different confessions. I was thinking we would do a segment for like in-laws. In-laws, I think is always very interesting. The mother-in-law story is very, very spicy one. That one always make my blood boil. The other one is family members, your own family members. And I think that is also a very interesting topic, which is the family members one is an episode that we did plan for. In the next month, it will probably be out. But yeah, the next one will be family. So yes, I hope you enjoy listening to all these confessions. And if you have any thoughts, please let us know. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you so much for listening, and follow us on Instagram at Jie Podcast, where we will post updates. So now we have updated our posting schedule, and we will see you next time. Bye.